Rahul Gandhi and Hinduism is a sure shot formula for controversy and an ammunition for the BJP. Hello and welcome in yet another episode of One Take, and this week we are going to be focusing on the article written by Rahul Gandhi. Satyam Shivam Sundaram is the title which was given by him. In that article he actually is very profound. He talks about the life which is like an ocean, but actually he talks about Hinduism in a larger context. He mentions the fact that fear is something which is very part of the human ethos, and the day we conquer fear, we would have become a true Hindu. He doesn't mention the BJP, but he very much talks about the fact that Hinduism as a religion does not allow anyone to divide people. It's like an ocean which allows people with different points of view, religion, beliefs and thoughts to become a part of it, and it embraces it. And that's where the controversy began. Nothing in what which he has written, because what he has written is non-controversial, apolitical. But it is the perception, it's the nuances which has made the BJP attack him. So whether it's been the INB minister, Mr. Anurag Thakur, to Tejasvi Surya, all of them are now questioning the Hindu credentials of Rahul Gandhi. The silence of the article on the storm over Sanatana Dharma. And that's what we are discussing this week, that does every time Rahul Gandhi speak about Hinduism mean an extra vote for the BJP? Does it help the BJP if every time the Congress party wants to project itself as a Hindu party? Now let's go back to the beginning. When the BJP came back to power in the last two terms, it came largely on the agenda of one, change, a strong party, a strong governance, but also on what it called the anti-minority appeasement of the Congress. The Hindu or the poster boy image of the Prime Minister and much of the BJP leaders as a Hindu agenda captured the imagination of particularly, I would say, northern India. There was this feeling which was stoked among a large number of Hindus that in the name of minority appeasement, they were being sidelined. Hindu khatre mein hai was some of the narratives which was pushed by a section of the RSS, the Vishwa Hindu Parishad, and it certainly worked for the BJP. So much so that when there was a report card made by the top Congress leadership, which was also called the Antony Committee report, one of the main reasons which was explained as a loss for the Congress party, as a reason for the loss, was the fact that Congress was being perceived as a minority appeasement party. It may be getting the Muslim votes, but that too also there was a doubt over it. But it was losing out a large chunk of the North Indian votes. In fact, the study revealed that even among the minority of the Muslim votes, there was a sense of discontent with the Congress. That votes were getting split. It was going either through a Samajwadi party or through a Trinamool Congress. And the Congress was actually being labelled even by the minorities as being very selective and not correct, or actually being a hypocrite. This, coupled with the fact that the Hindu vote bank was going largely to the BJP in the Hindi heartland, worked to a disadvantage of the Congress. So what did the Congress do? It did a rethink. So it started going on to temples. You had the Gandhi family going to temples. It talked about contributing to a Ram Mandir, building temples. Some like Ashok Gehlot, Kamal Nath slowly began to distance themselves from this entire narrative which was being pushed by a section of the Congress and its allies, that let's also woo the minorities. And the most recent example, of course, is that the storm over a Sanatana Dharma comment by Udayanidhi Stalin. Well, initially the Congress wanted to back DMK because they are their closest allies, but later on this dawned on them that it was boomeranging on them. It comes as no surprise that fighting a tough election in Madhya Pradesh, Kamal Nath knows this is his last chance, and therefore he promptly and quickly distanced himself from the entire Sanatana Dharma controversy. Not just that, he also said, let's not have this joint rally which was planned for the first week of October in Bhopal, because he did not want to share the stage with the DMK. A feeling which was echoed by many of the other allies of the India front, like the RJD, the JDU, and of course the Trinamool Congress. So this brings us back to Rahul Gandhi and his Hinduism. Remember, right in the thick of the last Lok Sabha elections, where a Congress party decided that Rahul Gandhi needs to be projected as a Janeu-dhari Brahmin, Shiv Bhakt. Rahul Gandhi going to Kedarnath, Rahul Gandhi going to Kailash Mansarovar, all of this became a part of the narrative. But here was the problem. The problem is that when it comes to Hindu and Hindutva, the first choice usually on the basis of this as a vote bank would be the BJP, and the Congress knows it. So what is it that Rahul Gandhi is now trying to do? Well, he's trying to show and trying to project the BJP as actually being not Hindu. He's trying to tell the world and his vote bank that what Hinduism teaches is completely different from what the BJP thinks it's all about.
I've read the Gita, I've read number of the Upanishads, I've read many Hindu books. There's nothing Hindu about what the BJP does. There's absolutely nothing.
And therefore, when there was in Oslo, where the UK, USA, everywhere Rahul Gandhi made the point, I've read the Vedas, I've read the Upanishads, they don't talk about Hinduism the way the BJP is talking about. In fact, if you go through the article, without mentioning the BJP, is making the point that Hinduism actually talks about embracing everyone. It's one religion which can take everyone along. But this is not what the BJP is practicing. They may be preaching something else, but they're practicing something else. And therefore, once again, Rahul Gandhi is now trying to project himself and his party as the Asli Hindu party. So there are going to be those temple runs you're going to see in the next couple of months as a run-up to the state elections as well as the Lok Sabha elections. The Congress is going to be very, very careful to be on the right side on the Hinduism debate. But will it help? It hasn't helped them in the past. So I would look at it with a bit of cynicism. I remember one Congress leader told me, "Na Maya Milina Ram." We are lost out on the minority vote bank, and our excessive Hindutva agenda or the soft Hindutva is making us lose our core minority vote bank, which matters in states like Uttar Pradesh and in certain other states as well. And a Kattar Hindu is never ever going to vote for us because we are trying to be what we are not. Instead, the Congress must come out with an alternative point of view, an ideology. Doesn't have to go into the religious path. A senior Congress leader told me that why is it that we are treating a path on which we are not very sure of, not very confident, which is what the BJP is best at. But then politics and the nature of it is such, the advisors of Rahul Gandhi has advised him that project yourself as an Asli Hindu. And therefore you will see more of these articles, more of these kind of narrative put forward by the Rahul Gandhi. And each time Rahul Gandhi says, I am an Asli Hindu and the BJP is not, the BJP has a reason to smile. Do you agree with me? Do give in your thoughts on the social media platform, and thank you so much for watching.